Good morning. So today's Friday morning. I have my course today. I got up late. I did my meditation already. I'm out with the dogs. Yesterday, I cleaned that house and then I went to the hot springs afterwards and I invited my twin to come with me. And he said that he has some other things he wanted to do. And I said, okay, and I let it go. And I went and I was there for a couple of hours. And I got home. And after I got home, he called me and invited me to come and sit with him just for a little while because he had other things that he wanted to do, to come and sit with him for a bit. So I went and sat with him for a couple of hours and it was really fun. It was really funny. I feel like something has loosened up in the relationship between us. Something has come to be more at ease. I can take his jokes easier because he has these jokes. They're like really blunt. They're like he says things and they have like, it's like a two-sided. So he can say something and it can be like really fun, more than two-sided. It's like everything that he says meets me on all these different storylines and different stories that I have going on. And so whenever he says something, a lot of times that'll be like I'll get stuck in like, where it's filling in all these gaps. And I don't even know how intentional he is with that. He says something that seems like very, very simple, but the way that it sits inside of me is it can be like a continuation. Something really simple can be a continuation for 10 different stories that I have going on, depending on how you interpret what he's saying, because he speaks in parables, like in and I don't even know how much he is aware of everything that he does, because it comes out so quick and so intuitively and so, I just enjoy my time with him. So when I'm with him, if I'm not thinking about all of the, what ifs, or all of the, I just absolutely enjoy my time with him. And so we spent a lot of time together this week, and it was really fun. It was really fun. So yesterday I went to the hot springs, right? And I was by myself. And when I was leaving, I didn't take my car all the way in because there was a massive mud puddle, so I had to walk in part of the way, which I don't mind. I like the walk. And but when I was leaving, I was getting dressed, and I went like around this corner, and I just found this place where there weren't anybody, and I was in the middle of getting dressed, and there was this really cute guy, really cute, who, when I was walking out, he walked out behind me and he was talking to me, and he said a few words, and he was going around to see that there's like a few different pools of the hot springs. So he was going to check out this other pool. And so we talked for a few minutes and he went. And then right when I was in the middle of getting dressed, I had already changed my shorts into my pants. And I had taken off my shirt, and there was nobody there, right? And so I start putting my shirt back on. I get as far as, my whole back was out, and I have my sleeves in, and it's just covering my front. And he comes back around the corner and starts talking to me while I'm in the middle of, my whole back is out, and he's talking to me. He's standing there talking to me. And so I was talking to him, and he was telling me about the pool, and he was telling me that there was nobody else there, and if I knew why nobody was in that other pool. And it was just a really nice conversation. And then he said, okay, I'll give you a second to get dressed because there was a car coming or something. And so he turned around and then he said, well, do you want to come and sit with me? And, I'll go in the pool. And it was a nice conversation. I said, yeah, you know what? If I'm yes woman. And he was really nice. And so I went and I sat with him for about a half an hour. And we talked. And he's learning something with tantra. And he got into the pool completely naked next to me. I felt completely comfortable. There was nothing, I didn't feel anything, funky about it. He asked me if it was okay before, and I said, sure, you can go in. It's up to you. And we talked, and it was really nice. And we didn't change any information after, any contact information or anything. But I thought that was really nice, and I thought that it was really nice that even, I was open to it. Just a person. There's kids that drug out a whole bunch of stuff out to this lookout point now. But I got to the lookout point. And one of the things that he said to me when I left last night, my twin, was, he was joking about because we said I was going to be there till 8 because he had things that he wanted to do. And so it's the relationship between us is opening up. It's like becoming more free. So he says, okay, when it got to be 8:15, he says, okay, you got a quarter of an hour longer than, he's joking around with me because I'd like to be with him all the time. So one of the things that he said to me on my way out was, okay, so go fix your life now. You have all these things that you need to fix. Go fix your life. And he's right. He's right. But when I'm calmer with relationship with him, there's a lot of things that he said. He said a lot of different things, like that. If I always, he was talking, that's the thing about parables is that he says something and it hits me on so many different stories. I don't know, like, was he saying that intentionally for that story? Like, I take it and I apply it where I want to, kind of. But he was saying, there's a plane going right over me. He was saying to me that that if we knew the ending of the stories, if the ending of the stories in our life were already written and we already knew them, and they were a sure thing, then the path to them would be different. And the path to them, we wouldn't have to overcome the things that we're overcoming. So the way that I take this is that, like in my personal life, there's a direction that I'm going in and I can feel it. It's like when I was talking about, a shift. It's like also talking about these videos, that this is what I want to do. I want to be able to just go out and make videos and talk through things and do Tkasim. Tkasim is like, kind of like this thing that I'm doing with these learning. What I'm learning is like how to do a workshop, but maybe I'm thinking on making a workshop more into like doing some kind of, see it as a sacred journey that I do. I don't know. I'm still working it out. It's, if it was already all come together, it would already be together. So I think that I'm still in some ways bringing it together because it has to be exact. Whatever I decide to do, it has to be exact. Otherwise I won't be able to do it. I know how I work. I won't have that effort to put into it. I just can't do things that aren't exact for me anymore. That's just something I'm coming to. this new thing of getting up in the morning, doing my meditation before I get out of bed, because before I was getting up out of bed, get my coffee, get everything going in my life, and then I would go back, lay down and do my meditation. I like laying down for meditation. I don't like sitting. I like to just be completely relaxed off the hook. So this new thing of doing meditation before I even get up in the morning, I wake up and I do meditation straight in bed. I'll get up and go pee or whatever if I need to. But for the most part, I just do meditation straight in bed. And it is, first of all, I've been waking up earlier and earlier ever since I've been doing it because I don't know, my body just gets up earlier. And I don't get completely out of the sleep mode. It's before I even have coffee in the morning. And so I'm right in that mode. I feel like I go really deep into the meditation in that way. And then I like getting up, I get a cup of coffee, and I take the dogs out because I need to take them out anyway where we're living now. That house, they have to be taken out. And I come out here on the side of the mountain. And I kind of like this new setup. So he was saying, get your life in order. And I see what he means. I see what he means. I'm running all the time. I'm all the time running. I need to sit. And from my sitting place, build my life around me, not be running out to build my life. I need to sit in place and have my life. Well, right now I have this painting job that I quit the cleaning. So yesterday was the last time that I did the cleaning. And it was nice. It was, it's not bad. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed myself actually. And but I still do have the painting, which I like the painting. The painting is really fun. I also call my own hours. It's not like cleaning where you have to go and you have to start here and finish here. In painting you can do as far as you get to a place where you stop, and then you come back and you continue. I'm just adding up the hours, and then at the end I'm going to like cut them into days because I'm getting by the day per day. So I just said that every day is 7.5 to 8 hours. So as many hours as I do, and then we divide it by 8. And then that'll be the days. So there was something I was in the middle of saying that I just wanted to finish up, where he said that you have to get your life in order. But these last few days, it's been like 4 days in a row that we met, and it was just so much fun. There were a lot of things that also that like pulled me a little bit out of shape. I got pulled out of my comfort zone on quite a few things, that he said over the last few days. And I think that he knows it. I know that he knows it. I know that he knows it. He was also telling me something to the effect. But he says things in such funny ways, and he hints around them. But from what was it that I was saying that I wanted to finish? I don't remember. I have this course that I'm doing, and I'm doing it this morning. I think it's starting in less than an hour, and I feel like I still didn't do the lessons that I needed to do this last week. And I know that a lot of the people in the course have put up different things that they have done and that I didn't even go in and look at because I was so busy running around. And I was cleaning yesterday, and then I went to the hot springs, and then I got home and I put the stuff, and I started straightening up, and then I went and hung out until after 8 with my twin, and then I went and picked my son up, and then I got home. It was already like close to 10 maybe, and when I got home, maybe not quite, but it was pretty late, and I was already tired, and I made him some food, and then I just went straight and crashed. It's also these last few days I haven't been putting up as many videos or recording as many videos. Maybe I have been. I don't know. It doesn't feel like I'm on top of my stuff. It feels like I'm kind of not on top of everything. But I'm growing, and I can feel that I'm coming into myself. So this is all happening. It needs to happen. I want it to all come together like in synchronicity and not feel like I'm pushing myself. And today I have a few different things. I have two girlfriends that want to talk to me, and I know that they want to talk to me about, um, it's usually, the deeper conversation, so it'll take a little while. And I have another couple that are a friend that are coming around this area. They wanted to meet up, that I come, and they want to make a fire, and so it's starting to feel like I have maybe a tad of like pressure. That this whole week has been running, 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 and then I feel there's a butterfly. It's beautiful. So I'm not gonna try to get it. Like get it, like I mean, like film it. I feel like this whole week I've been running, 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 and this weekend I just want to sit and be and just do things around the house that need to be done, and my other work, get on to feel like I'm on top of it before I get into another week of running, and see what's going on with my kids. My kids are going to be over, so I want to just be and relax and get things figured out. And like he said, go take care of your life, like get your life figured out. And I feel like that is a good place to put my focus, especially now that, him and I were together for a few days in a row, and I feel it's so funny because when you feel like secure in that place, other things you feel secure. And I mean, in like you don't feel like this sorrow or like you're in pain. So I feel like I have more to give in these other places, even if even if we're not in constant touch or together or whatever. I still feel just in the peace that there is between him and I, and the loving place that we left everything. It was left in a really nice and warm and loving place. And I feel like that gives me in itself, where I don't feel like my whole world is in shambles, then that in itself gives me, yeah, and it's like not trying to find strength. You see, it's all paradoxy, because on the one hand, it makes me feel like safe. Okay, we're okay, even if all of the things that he wants to find a different relationship, he likes a different. All of those things is when we were left in our relationship on a good note. I feel good. And then I have this other side that says that I should feel good no matter what. It doesn't matter what he says. And I think it's getting used to this on this twin flame thing. It's getting used to the idea that they'll always be there. They'll always be there. Because I see every time that he says, no, 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 that's it, never again, whatever, I need to make room or whatever. He never said never again, but whenever he says, like, okay, that's it, I need a break, we always come back together. I'm just going to need to learn how to trust. Okay. Well, sending you lots of love. Thank you for watching. This was a fun video.